I thought the second and third quarter, we didn't play up to the level that we're capable of, which is going to happen. I thought we came out in the first quarter, did a great job with our physicality and keeping them off the glass and moving the basketball. And in the second and third quarter, we didn't do that. I thought their bench was really good, impacting the game. Obviously, Jaylen Brown had a huge game for them with 42 points, but the unsung heroes are the guys that really impacted the game. I thought there was a young kid, Josh Minott. He did a great job knocking down open threes when the ball got swung to him. He did a nice job defensively. Even Sam Hauser, his 2 threes were really big for them. Those guys are combined 5 for 8 from the three-point line. If you take those guys away, the team was 8 for 32, which is pretty good. Jordan Walsh impacted the game at a high level with his 4 offensive rebounds. I thought he had a really good game. We just couldn't get it done defensively in the fourth. Our guys did a great job fighting back. We couldn't get it done defensively in the fourth. Jaylen stepped up and hit some big shots. Jordan, like I said, got an offensive rebound. Got offensive rebounds, but at the end of the day, 56 points in the paint, especially when they shot 32.5% from the three-point line. It was going to be a tough night to allow them to continue to get to the paint to score. And then, every turnover that we had, they made us pay. We had 12 turnovers, which isn't a high number, but to be able to score 25 points off those 12 turnovers meant that our floor balance wasn't great. Going the other way when we turned the ball over. So we, give those guys credit. A heck of a job by the Celtics, by Coach Mazzulla and the rest of his staff and the players. Give them credit for the win. We know we can play better, and hopefully we will tomorrow.
Obviously, a rough shooting night for Jaylen. What do you think? Was it something the Celtics were doing? Was it, why do you think his shots were off to?
I felt he got the normal looks that he normally takes. I mean, he's got to keep shooting them. He's got to keep getting to his spots. I thought he got to his spots. I thought he took good threes too, and they just didn't go in, and that happens sometimes. So a guy like him, he's got to keep letting it fly if he's open, or if he gets to the spots.
I think through 3 quarters they were shooting 80% inside the arc as a team.
Yeah.
The guys have talked about the last 4 games how their defensive communication has improved. They felt their on-ball defense has improved. Was it more communication than approach at the point of attack in your eyes when you were looking through those second and third quarters with how the Celtics were able to get to the hoop?
A couple of times there was some communication issues, but that's going to happen throughout the course of the game. We've been really good with our shifts. And we weren't as good tonight. I mean, think about the times that whether it was Jaylen or anybody else driving the basketball, split two defenders, or got outside of the defender, and we didn't have anybody there to trap the box. So it was more our shifts weren't great, whether it was a shift to the midpoint line to trap the box if somebody got outside of the defender, or it was a shift when you're one pass away from the ball to where we didn't shift good enough and we just allowed a guy to split us. I thought those were probably the 2 biggest things defensively with the pain points.
I think that was about as aggressive offensively as we've seen Mikal.
Yeah.
Took over, just kind of what you saw from him.
No, he was feeling it, and he was aggressive, and I thought our guys did a great job trying to find him, and he hit some big shots for us. He was one of the guys that kind of willed us back into the game offensively.
Two questions. One,
Yeah.
On the Kolek Brunson lineups that you used, why did you pair those 2 guys together tonight? And then the second question is on Mitch. Is your strategy when they're doing the hack-a-Mitch to leave him in there and try to let him shoot through it, or would you sub him out if he's not getting his foul shots?
Yeah, well, I'd always, especially at this point in the year, I'd like to give him an opportunity. He's worked extremely hard on his free throw attempts. or his free throws, and so I'd like to give him an opportunity if I can. But I'm not opposed to making a change if we need to make a change. At that point in the game. So it's one of those things where you just kind of watch it, feel the game, and feel the flow, and if he hits a couple of them, then I'm going to leave him in because it's great for him to believe and us to believe in him too if we get a chance. And what was I'm sorry, what was it?
The lineup, I don't know.
Oh, yeah. I was searching, because we weren't doing a good job stopping their penetration. So I was searching, and then we got a little stagnant offensively and trying to put just a second guy in there. Tyler did a good job of touching the paint and spraying it, so trying to put a second guy in there that was touching the paint and trying to spray it.
You guys were really moving the ball well to start the game.
Yeah.
I felt like whether it was upset with the officials or the physicality with this matchup, Cat kind of was forcing the issue against the trap and the double team, and that kind of felt like it threw you guys off a funk. And how would you kind of describe that when things took a turn for the offense in that first half?
Yeah, the first thing is, and I talked to our guys about it, I thought we got caught up in the officials a little too much, and they're human. They're going to make some good calls and they're going to make some bad calls, throughout the course of the game. At the end of the day, we had 17 free throws and they had 14. So we went to the free throw line more than they did. So we one of the things we pride ourselves on is trying to be a no excuse team. And I thought tonight we were all on the officials a little too much. So I thought that was big. And then just like the other guys, when a post up is a paint touch or a drive is a paint touch, and if anybody draws two, first of all, we want to play off of 2 feet, but if anybody draws two, they got to spray it. And I thought in the first quarter, we did a great job spraying the basketball. I think we had 7 sprays in one quarter, and we lead the league in it. And those guys do a great job of trying to protect the paint. So when that ball hits the paint, they're coming. And we didn't do a great job in that second quarter of touching the paint and spraying it. And Cat was one of a few guys that didn't do that.